Hello everybody, Clive at 5 here bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This time, Game 3 of our fake best of 3 between Happy, the yellow Terran in the top left-hand corner, versus Seiplio, the blue Protoss in the bottom right-hand corner. And now this is definitely Shakuras Plateau, so I am incredibly confused. I think drop.sc must be operating a little bit buggy, because I tried to actually do a replay earlier. I downloaded 3 replays from the same guy, and in the 3 games, the screen names were different. And I don't know how it manages the screen names if you have multiple, especially if you have multiple accounts associated with one drop.sc account. But the names certainly did not correspond to the replays that I downloaded. So I honestly don't know what's going on here, but we are definitely on Shakuras Plateau this time, and maybe the last one was Belshir Beach. I'm incredibly confused. I know that's not the replay I clicked, but hey, whatever. Hey, we're here now on Shakuras Plateau, land of the Dark Templar, and we're going to see what happens here in the third game between Seiplio and Happy. So, and again, I tried to cram this in earlier, but I just keep getting distracted by things going on in the game. Welcome to my newest subscribers. If you don't like StarCraft, you've probably already tuned out. But if you do happen to like StarCraft, hey, welcome to the party. I usually do at least a replay per week. I've been trying to do a fake best of 3 per week, and the fake best of 3 is just ladder games or custom games. This is obviously custom because Happy is yellow. And I don't think, I don't think you can spawn yellow on ladder. So anyway, 1 Rack's going down for Happy. I'm wondering if he's actually going to go for the 1 Rack's expand again, because he's floating quite a few minerals, hasn't taken any gas yet, so certainly leaning that direction it seems, and actually going for the orbital command first. Maybe that's what he did before when he did the 1 Racks. I'm not quite sure about that. So, yeah, well, that's kind of an early, no, not really that early of a gas for Seiplio, I suppose. Well, Happy is content to just not scout the gas yet, just cruising around there, and now he sees it, and is going to back off. And usually a second gas is not an indicator, a second gas this early is not an indicator of a 4-gate push, though he is chrono boosting that Stalker to take care of the SCV fairly early. So I'm guessing that Seiplio is going to go for a robo fairly early, maybe a 3-gate robo. Not quite sure how early he's going to plan on expanding, however. Since Happy is going for that command center fairly early, that second base, we may see early pressure from Seiplio. He's been kind of late to do his timing attacks. I mean, he was very close in the last game, which I'm becoming more and more convinced might have been Belshir Beach. Belshir Beach in the winter, maybe? I don't know. Could be. And now Stalker going to peek up and see. I think he did just catch a glimpse. Only needed to sacrifice enough of his shields to get a quick glimpse to see whether or not Happy had that second base down, and actually probably even heard it morphing into the orbital command, so he has a very good idea of where Happy is in terms of his econ. Speaking of econ, let's pull up that income tab. Not too revealing at this point. So Seiplio putting down his Nexus as well. Seiplio, I keep saying Seiplio. I don't know why. It's kind of hard to say. It's a weird name. Seiplio, by the way, is Swedish. I didn't really mention that last, well, when I was talking about the players. And I don't really know too many other Swedish pro StarCraft players. I know there's like 1 or 2 other big ones. Swedish players. I'm on Wikipedia here. If ever you need to know anything about StarCraft, oh yeah, Naniwa. He was the one that I was thinking of. This other Swedish player that's somewhat well known. Well, he's actually pretty well known. More well known than Seiplio, for sure. And in fact, we were at a Fusion. I had gone to a Barcraft not too long ago where Naniwal had just gotten knocked out. We were bummed out about that because, well, Fusion always wants to see a foreigner, i.e. a non-Korean, to win because he wants to see a lot more foreigner involvement in esports. As you probably know, esports is huge in Korea, and we all want to see the esports scene thrive here in the States and over in Europe, of course, which is why it's so important for y'all to attend your Barcrafts. Wow, that's lots of centuries. So we may be seeing once again sort of a century zealot strategy to begin with. Actually, no zealots at all. Just to do that sort of force field strategy, get them locked in, get an infantry army locked in with force fields, and then slice them apart with Psy blades. Always a good time. Well, man, we're seeing the exact same build 3 times in a row from Happy. Now just getting scouted out by Seiplio. Anyway, yeah, definitely get involved in Barcrafts because, you know, they're actually a lot of fun. I know you're thinking probably, oh, really geeky, but hey, you're watching a StarCraft 2 replay right now by a commentator on YouTube. Why not watch some StarCraft 2 replays by some very good commentators at a Barcraft event? I know, what is it? MLG Spring Arena is coming up very soon. Not Spring Arena. It might be Spring Arena 2, actually. I don't remember. There's some other event coming down. 2 more racks. Wow, this is 5 racks from Happy, rather. And, you know, I said in Game 1 that Happy usually goes for some interesting builds. I haven't seen that, actually. And I'm kind of disappointed to say that. When I first learned of Happy, he was one of the first people doing really fast Banshee as sort of his status quo build against all races, actually. He had something like a 80% win ratio against Protoss, which is namely because Protoss didn't know how to respond to fast Banshee at the time, which is, I don't know. I think there's still a pretty decent case to be made for fast Banshee against Protoss, just because even if they can get 1 observer out by the time your fast Banshee arrives, your first Banshee arrives rather, but once you get a second Banshee out, it's difficult. They basically have to park observers over top of their expansions, which prevents them from parking their observers out on top of your base, which is pretty much business as usual for Protoss. Which, you know, is helpful for Terran players. I know it's so aggravating to be able to, well, when playing against Protoss, that they are basically uncontested when they're inside your base scouting with those things. I mean, you have to be perfect with your scans and with your marine placement at the moment you scan, and it's just really tough to hunt down those observers. Looks like we're going for a 3rd, and, well, this factory's not quite going to make it to be a little pain this time. Now, this is actually pretty interesting. We're seeing only Sentry and Colossus from Seiplio. Nothing else, despite the... Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Lots of stalkers, so, I mean, maybe he's worried about a drop. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he saw some of the drop ships moving out. I'm sure he saw the starport back there. Well, he didn't, actually. He assumed the starport just because he has seen all these racks. And the factory with the reactor on it. But really, Happy's just doing what he's been doing this entire time, except this time with way more Vikings. This is deadly numbers of Vikings. Just hope, though, that it didn't come at the expense of his infantry army. He's going to need to get some pretty great pushes off against an army with this many force fields in tow. You saw that Seiplio had those 5 sentries out since the very beginning of the game. So they are at full energy, and that is a lot of force fields, folks. So that's going to be tough to break through for Happy. He's going to have to be really great with his Viking placement. And these Stalkers, which don't have Blink, they're going to have to be careful about making sure that they're always protecting the Colossus. So both players now on a third base, and hey, guess what? Seiplio detects this. Well, technically he just observes it. There's nothing here cloaked to really detect. But now we might be seeing... Oh, nice scan, taking down that observer. And... turret going down here as well. So I don't actually see that additional observer around here. So we might have gotten both observers, which is great. Great for her Happy. Seiplio, though. Seiplio. What a Protoss ball this is. Putting down more gateways, and now it looks like the engagement is going to happen in really an awkward spot for Seiplio. Kind of getting his forces sliced up a little bit there, and the Vikings are just doing a number on these Colossus. And you know what? Keeping these infantry as far back as they have been is really actually devastating to Seiplio, who's trying to warp in as many troops as he possibly can at this point. But with the Colossus entirely gone, he's going to have a tough time with it. These gateways are, however, blocking in his favor. The Vikings have landed, which is a great sign for Terran. And, well, these Marauders are just tearing through the place. Seiplio is trying to replenish as quickly as he possibly can, but there's plenty more Marauders here than Happy needs to be worried about. And nice Blink. Now Blink is finished, and Seiplio camping out on top of this little plateau, but and getting a little bit more help from the Colossus. But you know, the Vikings didn't even have to lift off to take that one down, and Seiplio knows that he's not in a good spot, and so he GG's it. So that means that our fake best of 3 goes to Happy. Congratulations to Happy, and thanks everyone for watching. Greetings once again, and thanks to all my newest subscribers. If you aren't yet a subscriber, please do so, and of course comment and subscribe. Love to hear your feedback. Love to have you participate. Yeah, comment. I'd like to see your comments. If there's something I could do better, please let me know. There's a lot I could be doing better. Also, help support your barcrafts. Find them on your local Reddits or Team Liquid pages. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.